on, everybody? It's Crypto Dreams 2030. So, in my old channel, I talked about LCX a lot. I've been DCAing for like 4 months, and then I stopped for the past 2 months. So, I have a nice little bag of this. And yeah, we broke out. I was buying it between 3 and 4 cents. And it looked like today we just broke out. So, this is the 1 day chart. We were at 6, so let's see the 7. So the 7 day chart, we were, I guess this is what, like 2, 3 days ago, we were at 4, and then we just broke out. I think it's because of the news of Binance is losing market share. So probably all the other on and off ramps are probably doing really well. So here is the 7 day chart. We're up 51.92%. Let's see what we're doing in the past day. We're at 10%. In the past month, we're 60%. In the past year, we're 73. So, yeah, down here, we're just trading this range 3. It did get up to 3 at one point, and like somewhere in here. And yeah, now we're pushing up. So if this thing goes to all-time highs, the all-time high was around 40 cents. So my idea was, can this go back up 10, 11 times, 11x, 10x? And it's like, well, why not? It's doing really well. It reminds me of Voyager in a good way. So why can't this go to dollars? It has a very low amount, 771 million tokens in circulation. The total supply is 950 million. So, not that bad tokenomics, fully diluted, 64 million, but this really hasn't had a chance to run. So it only pretty much has been around, I don't know, for about 3 years. It's taken them a while to become more user friendly. They had some issues moving forward, but they primarily work with Europeans and all. But the Liechtenstein exchange here, overall, it went up over 18,000%, so that's pretty decent. But this token, in my opinion, can go to $1, is what I'm imagining, at least, maybe a little over $1 in the next bull market. It depends on a lot of issues. But I like this token. I always like this token. I have a nice little bag of it, and what I put into it, about doubled in price, which is pretty cool. So here's the chart on it. So let's go to the 1 day. Let's clean this up a little bit. So, typical bear market. We ran up, everybody got excited, crashed back down, try to come back up, but now it was just oversold, and this is where I was buying when we started to stabilize a little bit. Now we have some popping up, and can we see all this? And like more, why not? Like I said, it's gonna be a while before I guess we got up to over 70 cents. So it's gonna be a while before we get this. We need like full bull market to get into this. We need full bull. But I like the token. It's doing really well. It's still really cheap at 6 cents. If we just return to even 30 cents, 30 cents. So if you bought 1,000 of these right now, 1,000 would cost you, what's it, 6 cents? So that's 60 cents. What's that, like $6 for 100, something like, I don't know, I'll have to do the math real quick in my mind. It's something like $60 if I'm doing my math right for 1,000. 600, nah, that can't be right. It's probably like 600. I don't know, I can't do my math right now in my head. I'm like undercarbed. So anyway, if we go up 10x, let's just say we hit 20 cents. 20 cents, that's pretty freaking good. You got 10,000 of these. If it's 20 cents, you got 1,000. What's that? $2,000, and you invested um, like I don't know. Let's just do the math right now. I can't think. I've been I just got done rucking it, and running really fast. So point zero, let's say 0.07 times 1,000. Yeah, I was right. So we're at $70. So a $70 investment, and if we go to like 30 cents on 1,000, that's $300. So $60 can get you 300, and you just move up from there. So it can definitely happen. So let's look at Goldfinch right here. Goldfinch has been very, very active today. Very interesting. Um, we were down here in the $30 or 30 cent range. Let's see if we can adjust this a little bit. So back in October, we were at 35 cents. Back in September, around 32 cents. We hit today almost $1.50. So that is really extraordinary. 33 cents to $1.50 in like 65 days. Now I bought a little bit of this, but I bought more maple. I bought a lot of maple, um, around between $5 and $9. And I figured I had time on this token. I was completely wrong. I should have flipped around the trade, put all the money into Goldfinch because it was cheap. But I bought a nice little bag at 60 cents, and then it went to 70, and and then boom, we just been off to the races. I haven't had a chance to look at this chart. I've been busy doing everything I can to get money so I can buy these cryptos. So today, unfortunately, I bought a huge bag between 140 and $1.22. I was catching it. It was like going up and down between 122 and 142. I still think this has the potential of doing multiple X's, in the next bull market. It's a real world asset token. Will it hurt my feelings if we go back down to $1 or 70 cents again? I fully expect it to go back down. This wick, I don't know. This could be all volatile because of the holiday and whatnot. So it wouldn't surprise me if we go down to like 80 cents between now and the next 90 days, or even back to like 60, 70 cents. So I'll just DCA in, back then. I'll put more than what I put into at just recently. If we drop back down to here, that would be a godsend. I think we could probably retest this between now and when the bull gets hotter, and I'll be looking to get into another position. But I just had to get something just in case if I'm wrong and this thing just stays around here and then leapfrogs back. But yeah, exciting news. I mean, this thing just took off like out of nowhere. But real world asset tokens are going to be all the rage in the next bull market. XRP is talking about real world assets, tokenization, Larry Fink and the rest of them. So Goldfinch and Maple have really good partnerships. XRP, God knows how high that token's going to go in the next bull market when everything is just cleared up and ready to fly. So I don't really feel that bad DCAing at these high levels because I really believe this token could go to $15, $20 in the next bull. It could really take off. Even if I'm wrong, can it go up 5x? Sure. I don't think it's really unheard of. So let's go to gold. Let's see if we can. Let's see what we pull up for Goldfinch. So we have, the past 24-hour volume has been up over double. That's probably on the news of Binance. The token, there's not a lot of token supply. It's 114,285,714 is the total supply, the max supply. So The circulating supply is low. It is 29 million. So, the tokenomics isn't really that well. If they just dump all the dump everything, if all the venture capitalists, if this is the case, I have to check into it. If they dump all into the market, it could suppress the price. Um, but it is the risk that you take, and it's still a low cap. I mean, only $10 million volume. Like I said, circulating supply is only 29 million. So it's this project. It's very early in its evolution. So this would be. I probably shouldn't have FOMO'd, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. It wasn't like I put millions of dollars into it. I did put a little chunk in there, but it's not going to break the bank by any means. So if it does drop, I will be DCA, and I think the potential of this could. I mean, we will see something really extraordinary this bull market, I believe. But I think the real true potential of this token will probably be more like 2025, 2026, 2027. But this real world assets and lending money and collateralizing, and whatnot. It's really interesting, and I wanted some nice exposure to it because you never know. I mean, if this thing goes to $31 and you have 1,000 of them, for like $1,300 right now, I mean, you could end up with over $30,000 if this damn thing goes to $30. If it goes to $10, every 1,000 you have is worth $10,000. So even if you bought like 2,000 of these for like $2,600, we go to $10. I mean, that's 20 grand from a $2,600 investment. That's really sweet. So that's a nice Rolex there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. But yeah, pay attention to real world asset tokens. Do some research. Take a look at them. Take a look at all the other big tokens too. Bitcoin and whatnot. Solana is going to be a king. I don't really like Solana, but that damn token will probably go to $500-$600. So having some exposure in a plan. What I do is, like, if a token is already a lot of money, I might buy like 10 of them. Like I just sold. I made some profit on Illuvium, and then I rolled it into another token. I think it was Goldfinch. But I do plan to take some profits from other tokens and re-buy back my position. But Illuvium right now is like $100. So if you have 20 of them, it's like over $2,000 right now. But if that thing goes to $2,000 a coin, it's just that's 40 grand off of like a $2,000 investment. So 40 grand, I mean, will buy you a nice, close to buying you a nice presidential, 41 millimeter there. All right, so Bitcoin, it looks like it's following this trend line. It looks like it's trying to reestablish itself. So as long as we can flip this and use this as support, we'll probably keep on going. But right now, it doesn't know. It's kind of, it dropped, hit this support, popped up, and now it's like bull flagging. So it probably will do something like this. So I'll be keeping an eye on that. Really nice RSI trade here. Dip, and then when it reverses, it starts popping up. You can put your trade in there, and then when we start reversing course, you get out. So every single time, you could put a short in here. Keep an eye on that, and then it just dumped off, and then it oversold. And when we start popping up, get out of the short, and then flip it to a long, and then just ride it up. And then when we start to correct, sell it, and then come back, short, and then long, short, long, short, long. So. Also what I like to do is just see how my predictions are actually unfolding. So here we had a flag forming. It needed to either break out or break down, and it broke down. So if I was able to be paying attention and keep this on my screen, I could have put in a short here and then wrote it down until it reversed, and then like any type of strong reversal, and then I could have got out. So yeah, it's following this trend line here upwards. So if we can flip this around and then continue to bounce around here, I mean, 38, 40,000, 45,000 is right around the corner. We need Bitcoin to be 45,000 for our gaming tokens, RWA, all these little degen coins to just skyrocket. So please keep that in mind. Okay, another little one I've been taking. Took the time and bought some in the bear market, El Toro. So it looks like people are taking some profit here. Um, it was holding around 6.5 pennies. Now we're at 5.6. This is going to be. It looks like we had a little buying opportunity here, which is pretty cool today. So, I mean, this token got up to 70 cents in the last bull market, 60, 70 cents. This could definitely go to over $1, I believe, in the next bull. So that's what I'm fully expecting. Tokenomics looks pretty good. They're doing a lot of cool things, a lot of good people advising them and whatnot. So, keep in mind in that. So let's look at some old TA for Solana. Let's see how this panned out. We're still trading around 57, so it's kind of like bouncing around. So it bounced off this support. And look at the RSI, came down, reversed, boom. If you would have put a long position in, you could have rode this all the way up, and then when we corrected down, you could have sold. So yeah, RSI, there is some good correlation, man, between the tops and bottoms in RSI. But yeah, we look like we popped off of that pretty strong. Little flag, popped off again, lost some resistance. Now it's going to be bouncing around here. Then let's see if it breaks out or it breaks down and retests this line, that support, the old support there. So we did get up to 68 was the top, and it looks like around 42 is pretty strong. Floor, it looks like a ceiling is around 68. So that's kind of where your Solana is right now. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you soon.